Today, I want to fix the second biggest issue in my Create mod city. Currently, all my factories are spread out, which makes it extremely difficult when a farm needs another farm's output. To solve this issue, I want to build a monorail factory so that I finally can connect my city together and truly start automating items. Oh, and what's the biggest issue? Well, the fact that it's currently floating. If you don't want to miss when I tackle that, make sure to subscribe to be notified of future videos. And while you're at it, leave a like too, as it helps the channel out. But before we start working on the monorail factory, I want an excuse to expand the residential district. So I want to build the city's first monorail station. And for that, I have this entire material list here, and I want to get started with the limestone. I have been doing more sorting, but still it's not done. There are less items though, and I need to actually run through the system again to get rid of even more. But for now, crafting this glass up to some glass bottles. I just thought about something. I'm pretty sure my bees have gotten out. Yeah, there's no door. Please be honey still. Okay, good. Yeah, all my bees are gone. I'm gonna guess it's a zombie. I doubt anybody would just ruin my bees like that. I should have a leftover item drain. I do indeed. Should be able to just fill this up with honey and... oh no, that's not gonna work. Right. Oh. Spouts and pumps. Ugh, it is so annoying to work with liquids. There we go. Now we can dismantle all of this. Don't need all of the fluid pumps. I just need the honey and the lava thing for now. I'm going to just do it down here because I should have access to power. Yeah, there we go. I guess we can kind of just do it right off of this, right? Starting us off with a chest at the bottom and a chute on top of that. And I need to figure out exactly how you did one of these. We do lava on the top, honey on the side. If I put honey there, that work? Yep, looks like that's working fantastic actually. And we're getting limestone. Cool. We need a little bit. We don't need a lot, but the main reason I did this was actually so that I can complete a mission at the same time where I need to break 1629 limestone with a drill. So this is just gonna work, and I should probably... nah, I'll turn it off manually. Right, I won't forget. With that up and running, we've actually got to leave the base for a little bit as I've got some blocks I need to gather up. Here it is, the birch forest. It's not what it's called. It's a cherry forest. Yep. Oh, do you have bees in you? You do. Wait. I need you. Thank you. Let's bring out the mechanical saw and hand crank, however, because I actually want to use some of this in a build today. Oh, well, in the first train station build even. Doing a little bit of replanting in case anyone has any plants in this area. But that should be good and ready for us to head home. You really don't need a lot since I've used this block so rarely. But I think I found a good use for it today. Back home, let's get this stripped down and thrown into this box with a couple of other wood supplies. I also think to complement this cherry, some warp will do wonders for us. Let's get a door. I want to get a whole bunch more signs. And I already have a stack of trapdoors. We'll get a couple extra. Let's check up on how the limestone's doing. Oh, we already have 600. I'm gonna grab all of that. And I think all we need to do to turn this into withered is throw it in up here and just let it get washed. Wait, let me just double check that. Yes, okay, good. Don't want it turning into something else. I'm going to turn a stack into cut, and then I'd like... wait, you need to use actual moss to make this? Oh, I do. Why are you being rude to me like that? Really wish you could use moss carpets for it. But I guess I gotta get a little more moss out here. Fling down a shulker box and let's get it situated into there. And magically up here next to this, a box full of stone goodies. I found a scene in the Netflix show Disenchantment that, well, this entire base is based off of a train station, and I definitely want to incorporate that somehow. And for the roofs that you could see in that picture, I think industrial iron is going to be perfect for us. So we need a lot of this. Throw that in the box. I've gathered up a few copycat blocks and some metal girders just to round the roof off a bit. Final block, I need a bit of gold. I have 5. I need 8 pieces. Also need a bit of wood, and I'm hoping the drill has the final bit of gold. But there is a high possibility I used it for when I built the steam engines. There's gold. Where's the gold? There is gold somewhere here. Ah, there it is. And since we are making a train station, of course, we need a clock, or actually 2 clocks. And there are some supplementary clock blocks, and these actually work, and they fit perfectly. Colored all shulker boxes, and let's get to work on this first train station of the city. I think I'm actually going to kick us off with extending us out this way. Low on dirt, so using grass for scaffolding. And my plan is to bring the monorail in next to this house, somewhere right here. And that always needs to go up into this district, and I think we'll just instantly turn it. And bring ourselves to the side a bit. Let's bring out some tough and polished deep slate, where this, I think, is enough room for the monorail to turn and arrive at the station. And my plan is for the train station itself to be just a little bit off the side, and then there be a main track. I know that in real life you can't actually split which track a monorail goes on, but this is Minecraft, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Got that extended out and the road brought in here. Obviously, this is going to connect up over there, but this here gives us room for the station. And I'm leaving the ground below the actual station empty for now, as well, we are continuing this street down there over in this direction eventually. And I want to see how I plan out and figure the houses out below here first. For now, though, let's grab some coral, cobblestone, and acacia logs, where we have some walls to start building up. This is the start of what I want to be an apartment building above the train station. But to actually get the apartment in, we need to get the train station itself in. So we're going to use a lot of metal girders and a lot of industrial iron blocks. And I'm thinking of supporting the train station using some polished tuff here with metal girders on top of that. And let's skip 3 blocks before another one, 3 blocks again, and a final 3 blocks. On the inside, slightly different, as we obviously need to accommodate for the fact this is where we're getting on. And to do that, I need the copycat steps just like this, because this is the way I did in the starter base, and I think going to do it in most platforms now. And then on the side, we can do it with polished tuff inside of it. I'm bringing these pillars up 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to need to, let's see here, temporary block for now, and then a diagonal girder right here, flip that up, break you, and then get that in so that we can have it out to the side as well. There we go. Do something very similar on all of these right, oh, I fell, where we flip some of these up like that, and then just connect the top with the metal girder. Then above this, let's see, I still have the copycat slabs. We can extend those out right there. And then these can have a diagonal girder connecting into what's going to be the, I guess, foundation for the house and the roof of the train station, which is where we're going to use most of our industrial iron blocks as, well, yeah, the floor is going to be made out of this. And of course, also these out here. Finish off the train platform roof, or maybe I should say monorail platform. Anyhow, above this, I've started working on an apartment building, doing something I so rarely do, using cherry as a main block in a build. Given the starter base does have a bit of cherry, but it is extremely rare that I make an entire build with cherry being the main block. I decided on warp trap door to combo this, as I think it gives a nice contrast as well to the bright pink color. On top, coming in with a similar roof to an already existent building, using some spruce and packed mud along with some mud plus cobbled deep slate walls as shingles. Hopping back down a little bit, I want to bring up some matching cherry walls and a roof for this little section, as it's the entrance up to the apartment, and I thought the same style could look really cute. Given that this is the entrance and the monorail will be using this space, so theoretically you can't really use it as a way up, but we don't have to talk about it, right? We can just pretend. We got some more trapdoors down here as well, and some of those right above that, and would like to give this a little more depth than I am at the moment, but like I said, there's no space behind here. And I also think we'll just cover that with that, and if we head over this way, yeah, that's fine, right? I mean, I might move the torches around. That's, yeah, but it's fine, it's fine. The monorail shouldn't hit that if it's curving out here at least. Then final bits and bobs, where you gotta grab some metal girders, because I'm missing a couple, some clock blocks, and oh yes, the framed glass trap door, along with some slices. I actually want to bring in a poster right here, but here, or maybe I do, let's see. Could just try adding this in, pixel art, height, there we go. Yeah, that's all right. Then final block, just some go. Clock's right up here. There we go. This officially completes the train station. Oh, wait, actually, no, it doesn't. And boom. Now it's done. Oh, now it's done. Woo! Or at least pretty much. I mean, we need to get the monorails in here, which we definitely need a factory for. Mr. Gout. Mr. Gout.
He's here.
Oh,
I think he's here. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So, Gout, you have some very beautiful colors over here.
Yeah.
I do like what I'm seeing here on the floor. Oh, wood.
They are pretty cool, aren't they? I do plan to make them community available.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah, means that I don't really use like any of the thousands of wood in this thing, and it makes them infinitely. So I don't see the point in me housing that away from the community.
Okay. Well, I was here to procure a deal. I have some chests, and I need some wood.
Oh, which wood?
All of them.
What? Just like a bit of all of them, like a bit of a pick and mix?
Wait, do you have all of them actually? No, you have all of the. You have all the normal woods. Yeah. But no nether woods and no bamboo.
We can make a deal here. I can give you a bit of all the woods if you can bring me a stack of mangrove propagules.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I can
do
that.
Then I can get this back up and running as well, because I'd literally, this is the only wood I wouldn't be able to give you much of, because my farm broke.
Oh, that's fair.
The way that those saplings work.
Okay, I need a bunch of spruce. The other ones I need like a chest of though, preferably. I just want to have enough so that I don't have to focus on it.
Yeah, have you heard about the stuff that Charles and Ryan have been up to?
What have they been up to?
Forging evidence and stuff.
Forging evidence?
Yeah, they've been just going around forging evidence about my campaign. I don't really like it.
No, well, I didn't. Right.
There you go.
Okay, that's very good. I will survive with this.
Yeah?
Very good. Well, what if you just set up some signs, say row of wood for 2 spurs, 1 spur? I don't know what the price is. Maybe
no, I don't want to charge for it. It's wood.
Well, profits.
Ooh, you are right. Okay, you might have just sold me with that one word. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, I'll call that massively successful. I came there imagining having to spend so much money getting a lot of wood. He just gave it to me for free. Also, all of the election stuff that you might have heard, I'll recap it in a little bit. But to keep it short, we're currently running some elections on the server to decide on a president who, well, I actually don't know what the president will do. I was going to run for president, and I was running for president. I dropped out because I wanted to focus on the base. And we are actually ready to have the election itself, but there is some evidence that needs to be shown beforehand, and Gal was talking about that lemon forged evidence, and he very much did not, because I was the one who recorded it. But I'll share with it later. Back home now, let's get this place down, and we have so much wood to work with. So let's put it to good use, crafting up all the wooden parts we need for the monorail factory. I've been slowly incorporating more and more wood again into the base, since the color and texture of them is great. But let's grab another shulker box and let's craft up all our crate components, because we need to actually be able to produce monorail tracks in the monorail factory. Not too bad, not too many crate components, but this should allow us to create our monorails. We're also going to grab some andesite metals, which I have quite a few of. Definitely going to be expanding the road a bit, so we're going to need a couple of stacks of basalt out of terracotta, so over in the mesa real quick. Of course, using the new and improved drill. Might as well, when we're out and about, use it to grab up a bit more diorite. Making my way out here on a little strip of deep slate asphalt. This is roughly where I think we want to make the monorail factory. And I think this is going to be the last factory building before we move into the residential area. So we're going to have to figure out how to connect that up, but future problems. But now I need to quickly just grab up a bit of cut tuff, as we need a place to place down our shulkers. First little extension here on the outside with some cut tuff. Got us our space for the shulker boxes. Time to grab up a few new blocks with bone blocks, diorite. Gonna need some cut, andesite. We have regular chuff. Yes, we do. Let's get an even grayer tone with some acacia, and then just a little bit of polished andesite stairs. Grab a few other blocks as well, but let's get this first portion of the monorail factory built up. And well, this is not gonna be part of the monorail factory, but still part of the monorail factory. So we're gonna start off with a tough foundation here, using regular tough first of all, and then let's bring in some chisel tough bricks on top of this. Before starting the main walls, we're gonna take a little bit of a note from that building over there. We're actually gonna take a bit of the note from the walls themselves, but for now, let's just get some iron trap doors lining the walls, going all around over to this corner, and then we can bring out our bone blocks and diorite along with some of our stone blocks, because I want to make this look really, really grimy if possible. This now is where we get out our polished andesite stairs and start getting those in, prepping for a couple of windows. Windows themselves will use the light blue glass pane, and I'm not going to get anything inside of this because this is going to be a part of the factory, just not the monorail factory. This is going to be making train casings eventually. I don't think we're going to be setting that up today because we have a lot to do, but that's future stuff. So let's get these walls finished up here. 4 walls in, almost, and a floor. Just gonna bridge my way out of here back to the main road, which we will be, of course, extending later on. Swap out some materials for us to get in our roof. We start off with hoppers. Above this, we're gonna do a mix of observers and cauldrons. Mud will be the majority block of the roof, but not the only one, as I want to do some walkable areas of the roof, and I want to symbolize that using some tuff. We'll even get a couple of railings in on this, just to symbolize that you shouldn't walk on the roof blocks. I don't exactly know why, but just don't walk on them, okay? It's fine, it's fine. It's not like it's gonna collapse or anything. No. Roof has been expanded to this rest of the building. Almost. There's a few holes. Don't mind the holes. It's fine. We'll fix them. But for now, let's just get this AC unit in, and then we can focus on the holes in the building. Starting off a foundation of deep slate that will encase the road, making the first tunnel in the city. Above this, I'm going back to a style I used a few months back when I was playing Mr. Beardstone's work, consisting mainly of Demon bricks with scaffolding / blue windows. Also including a big opening surrounded by polished deep slate, as this will be the monorail depot to the monorail factory. For the roof, a simple deep slate mix of blocks, yet again inspired from that build a few months ago. I did, however, find the roof a little boring, so decided to add a giant sign spelling out Monoco to fill the space out a bit more. Finally, tackling a quick pink chimney on the back. Don't ask me why there's a pink chimney out of all and why I'm using so much pink blocks today, but I think it looks great. It looks great. Also, added in the poster over there. Can't really see it from this distance, but it's there. And there's also some new posters over here, like Alloy there, Need Some Kelp, and Lovely Day. It's great. It's great. And since we have Monoco here, and that being a company now in the city, I guess, there's some more billboard space if you want to make more billboards. Very, very appreciated. I can give some more information, by the way, and optimal size is 16 by 16 because that's how many pixels are in a Minecraft block. That one I know for a fact is 32 by 32. That one I don't actually know. That one might be 32 by 32. Anyways, there's a lot of billboards that needs filling. So if you do want to make a billboard, join my Discord and send them in the Stamar channel in there. But I think before we continue with the rest of the factory over in that direction, we should probably get the first crate components in. And I'm going to start with just getting the fluid tank in here to fix the hole in the wall. This is going to lead into a portable storage interface up here. And I'm being smart. That's not gonna work. It's fine. We'll figure it. We'll route it from the other side instead. Yeah, it's fine. We'll sort that out when we need the lava, because we need lava for the train casings, but we don't need that today. Next thing what we need, and I also need to rethink the system a little bit, but we need a portable storage interfaces right there. Needs this right there, and then shoots. So problem is now that I'm not gonna be able to filter, right? But I'm sure we can work around it eventually. We go get that going up diagonally just like that. It's the same thing right over here, and this is how we get the blocks out and into our mess of belts. This one will go over here, and this one will have to end off a little earlier, along with encased chain drives, which I already have on me. Okay, perfect. Get those in there. This is going to be a diagonal one going upwards and even out. This one's also going to be diagonal as it needs to be brought up 2 blocks. Yeah, there we go. This one comes in from here, and then this one goes through right there. Rethought the system, slightly added in some gearboxes, and now if items come on these, which will be bringing in andesite and iron ingots into here, or andesite alloy, then they will come into this vault, and we can use some filters on the outside. If I can get to the outside. Yeah, we can use some filters on the outside of that vault right there with the brass funnel, and that will bring it out and into the rest of the factory. Also extended down this little area here, added in some lights so that we don't get any mob spawning. And I want to do one last thing to this part of the structure today, and then, well, we'll do the rest when we do the train casing farm factory. factory thing. What I want to do is create some garage doors using observers. It's been a while since I've done this trick, and it's something I very, very much enjoy doing. Totally didn't forget to record, but I'm connecting up the two sides now with a factory floor made out of cut tough that I've expanded around, and we're just filling that in at the moment, where we can now go from our shulker boxes to the main entrance. Perfect. And since we have this staircase going down here, I think it makes sense if we have an entrance down here too. Let's see, we'll go maybe 30 blocks out this direction, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, should be good. Might as well grab our deep slate and start our walls off, where we're going to again come in with deep slate for foundation. Finish up foundation and floors. I've just got some stairs I'd like to bring in to get us up to the first floor from the basement, I guess this is. Where we've also extended up the walls in here, or the first foundation walls at least. And this is going to be the main room where all the things happen for the monorails. I'm super, super excited. Before starting our create components, I want to build up a bit more of the structure. Going for completing the far left of the build with a section built mainly of terracotta. I really wish there were more blocks in the game that matched well with the tone of light blue terracotta, because it's such a nice color, but really hard to use. Then coming back to our entrance, I'm giving that a touch up with detail along with the diorite section behind. And with this, it should be a little easier for us to just figure out where everything is going, as I want to start off the main assembly. So starting us off with the main belt, it's going to be reaching all the way over here. This will be encased, and then we've got to bring out our deployers and mechanical press, because the way you make monorails is through a sequence assembly, and you gotta deploy brackets, iron sheets, and then you gotta press it, and you gotta do that on metal girders. It's a pretty annoying recipe, honestly, but I guess that's fine because they do look really good. So I mean, just gotta deal with it, right? Yep. And connect up these just like that, and I think we should route our power just from down below right here into a gearbox first of all, which continues up into a second one, chain drive, which powers that just like that, and then shaft that continues up into the rest of the machine. Over here we're gonna have to get in another belt, and I think that's how we have to do it. It's a little cramped, but not much I can do about it. This belt's gonna go up in this direction, and this has to be our metal girders. So let's bring out an item vault for right here, along with our crafter, cogwheels, funnels, hoppers, a little bit of everything. And a funnel right there to output. We don't need to output more than one because, well, the assembly line can only handle one at a time. But we need to get our mechanical crafter facing down into the middle. I guess it doesn't matter, but centralized. Yep, that's what we're gonna go for. And now I need to get some temporary blocks. So there are two things we need to input to this, and we need to connect the back and the top right there. And let's go ahead and check the metal girder recipe. We're gonna be using this one. So we need iron sheets at the top and andesite alloy at the bottom. We're gonna be inputting andesite alloy right there then, and sheets there. Yep, I got the chutes, and both of these will actually just go upwards. This one only one block though, as this is where we're gonna start the belt, and we should be able to just kind of close this area off. We'll put another torch there, get a gearbox, and then two cogwheels right there with some andesite casing, and it's covered up. That should work for ourselves to get the metal girders. We'll come back to this belt just a little later. For now, whoop, let's fall down, I guess. What I was going to say was, for now, let's sort out the metal brackets, which also needs to come from a crafter. I'm 90% sure that a crafter can output into a chute, so we're just gonna hope that I'm correct on that. And we'll even get some industrial iron catwalks and start extending up a little floor. Oh, but not right here, because this is where our power is going to come from. Okay, this one is slightly more complicated. We're actually going to need an extra crafter, and I don't think I crafted a crafter slot cover. We'll have to go get that. But we got nuggets at the top, and then we have iron ingots on the side and an andesite alloy in the middle. So let's just extend out some hoppers back here. I think we'll make it simple for ourselves with the iron ingots and just extend those in from right above it. We obviously can't just go right there, because then that hopper is also going to pick up our iron ingots, and we don't want that happening. Let's actually go out an extra block, and then this is where we power that from, because, well, since we're blocking this one, we have to do an andesite. What? That's a hopper stamp. That's nothing to do with andesite. We have to do our hopper here to enter the iron nuggets into it. Ha! Whew, a lot of words. For the andesite alloy, I think we'll just go back a few blocks here and then up and above all of this, which actually should line pretty well up with that. And if we get a brass tunnel and just put that right here. We can just supply andesite alloy to this belt line right here, and that should split up into these two. But with our main components figured out, let's go ahead and try to connect all of this up. And it's actually starting to get somewhere. Looks like a mess. Oh, hopefully functioning mess. We should now at least be able to craft up girders and metal brackets. And then, well, we have the assembly line as well for the actual monorails. Problem being, we've only connected up the andesite alloy input, and that's the iron input. But to even reach the iron input, we need to go up. And I'm using the same block palette as for the monorail depot, with Dean bricks, rooted dirt, and jungle planks. Adding in a few details as we encase the current mess of create components that make up the monorail factory. Finishing this part of the build off with a flat mud roof and some different blocks, giving the walls a top lip. On top of the roof, it's very flat, so a couple of walkways and some bases for smokestacks to fill it out. I'm also finishing off the white walls by adding in some windows and then another deep slate roof. And finally finishing off with building up the chimneys. Also just started off this little red portion over here to cover the andesite inputs, and I want to continue this upwards. I'm using a lot of dark oak buttons and signs as well, or I want to use a lot of them because I do want to add in as many details as possible onto these flat walls. I'm going to continue building this upwards. Finally up at the top of the last structure, and I'm running out of deep slate blocks, so I'm just gonna have to do this one untextured. Maybe I'll come back in the future and texture it. It's fine, I promise. It's not like my storage room is there. No. Just too lazy to go there, okay? While we are at it, let's add in another chimney though, with our pink blocks of course, because I really think it gives the entire build a splash of color that it really looks better off. Can't wait until we have a little step back from all of this and actually see it all in its glory. We need to head back on the inside and finish all the create components. Back in at our shoulders, and before we finish off the create components, we've got to do some final details. Just go grab some glass blocks. Where are my dark oak trapdoors? Oh wait, they're in here. Yep. And some copycat panels. Stack these up in the middle right here of the window, just to add in a little bit more detail because they were very, very flat. We'll add in a door, another door. Yep, another door right over here. Maybe actually adding that at the outer bit. Anyways, on the inside of this, we will be bringing in our light gray. This is light blue glass, and using some panels here as well. I want to be able to move around in the space, and that actually finished off for the details, mostly. So let's start over at the input then. Or have I even extended up the belt? I have not. Okay, it's fine. We can do it later. We'll just do that for now. Brass funnel leading out of that, and let's grab the belt, where we bring out 3 belts right there, and 1 shaft, well, shafts for now. Connecting that up, and then connecting these 2 up right here. And this is gonna go across to that one, and actually even across all the way, as this is going to be the sheets, which needs to go into there. Need to connect that up right there. This one should be enough around about there, and I think this is just regular iron, so even doing it one back should be fine if we just grab some more chutes and connect these up like that. Yeah, and we need to bring this line over to this point, so belt right there. Yeah, and then chutes here. We're bringing in iron right there. This will be then turned into 3 tunnels. This one's just gonna be regular iron going down there. Super simple. This one will be our mechanical press, making sheets, which will go into that chute and this chute over here to make the brackets and girders. And then what I think we'll do for this part is make some vaults, do output funnel right here, and then we should have an extra crafter laying about that can go into that. Realizing right now I'm missing a cog, but that should be fine. We should be able to craft one up. And hoppers. I just sneak a mangrove plank. Shouldn't be needing those anymore anyways. We can add that in right there, which we should probably, put the shaft in first. And then hopper going into that. This is going to turn iron ingots into nuggets. And actually looking at it, that should be pretty much it. We add that in It's done. Whoa. Back down in the main part of the factory, I finished off some details. We are missing a few things, like some copycat panels right over here to cover that, just so you don't fall out down into the output. And we are also missing a couple of monorails because, well, I want it to look like they're actually making monorails. So I want like a hanging one here and just a few piled around. Slight issue though, I just don't have any monorails yet. So we've got to actually power this up. Oh, and also finish off a little storage room down here for it so that we can pick up all the monorails we need. So got the items left over dropped off, and we got to grab a bunch of shafts and gearboxes. Actually gotta make a few more shafts even. That should be good. And ooh, right. Doubt stole my gyrocopter. I mean, I did say that he was allowed to steal it because he was gonna take it and fly it to his base. It took him like 30 minutes. So let's go take it back because he was gonna deliver a new one, but he never did. All right, let's see where he is keeping it. Don't tell me like picked it up. It must be here somewhere. Couldn't find it, so I ended up just crafting a new one from his stuff. Feel like that's what he deserves. Also might have taken a few coal blocks. Didn't take all of his coal, but just a few. Quadricopter, and oh, we're sliding and we're gone. Oh, we're falling. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Shafts and gearboxes. Or actually, we aren't going to be connecting it from over here. We are, of course, going to be using, I guess, that gearbox. We need to figure out how to take that. How far is it? Oh, not so far at all. Okay, so we'll start from here, building this one down. We need to go down to 81, 82. We got a gearbox, and then this should connect up nicely. Hopefully, this spins the right way, straight off the bat, but we'll see. Boom. Let's just have a little peek. It's spinning the wrong way. Okay. Simple fix. We'll just switch out this shaft right here for another gearbox. Oh, and I can't open the crafting table inventory. There we go. Fixed it. Before we run over there and check, however, let's actually grab up a bit of resources so that we can actually make sure it works and, well, start creating monorails so we can get them down. And, oh, okay, we're not going to be able to fill up 2 shulker boxes like I wanted to, but we'll fill up 1 for now. That should give us enough monorails to get started, at least. I mean, maybe it's more than I ever need, but who knows? Right over here, we need to actually craft down the blocks of irons into iron ingots, and I'm going to do that before I export them with the monorail because it saves a step every single place that needs iron because, well, you never really use iron blocks unless you're making anvils. So I'm gonna do it here, and then I can save a lot of space in other factories. Everything besides that belt seems to actually be spinning, so we need to just figure out why that is. Probably just missing a shaft somewhere here. Yep. Right here. There we go. Now it's spinning, which means we can input our items, and it doesn't actually matter which belt we do it on. We can actually just do this. Should sort it out quite fast for us. And obviously, well, we don't want it stealing the shulker boxes. Actually, did not think about that. Can I? Oh, perfect. Just gonna put those out of harm's way, and let's go see if it's working. Oh, I love this. Love this part. Okay, we have that. Okay, that's working. Okay, something upstairs isn't working though. And the only way to get up there is just doing a little parkour. Oh, iron is flew everywhere. Huh. Oh, I see what I've done here. Oopsies. Let's get the iron back into its boxes because it's currently gone a little wrong. I actually don't really have any good blocks to use, so it's not gonna look great. It's gotta work. Okay, I've just thrown the items in again, and we are indeed making monorails. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, it's fast. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I think we just threw a bunch of incompleted ones in though, because there was a grass bug in the system. It is extremely fast. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I was gonna leave this to work, and I'm still gonna leave it to work for a bit, as we've got a little expansion to the residential area to make. And I've actually prepped 7 shulker boxes already filled with materials for this. Having moved the blocks over, I activated a schematic cannon as we are already doing so much building today, but I still want to continue expanding the residential area. So hence the schematic cannon. Looks like someone else on the server had been using one, because since the last time I used it, the speed of it has been drastically increased. I was prepared to sit and wait a good 40 minutes for it to finish, but it was done in about 5, adding 3 brand new apartments into the area. Accessibility is no better just yet. We will do touches up in the neighborhood eventually, okay? It's just not yet. I need more buildings in before I can do it. I have plans on how we're going to get up and down from here. We're going to add in some escalators, but also I'm going to add those into the future because we just don't have the time today. But these new buildings are looking fantastic, and there's actually 3 of them. So this is one. This white one over here is another one. Very good interior on that one. And then we also have the blue one on top of it. So just run it back here. This is a little convenience store. I'm probably going to do an interior for it for it, at least on this floor, but we'll see about that. And we got this little alleyway here that brings you out to this street, and you can also see this building up here where there's a sign for another billboard. Make billboards for me would very much be appreciated, and you get a place in the city. Plus, there's some graffiti in there, which someone made, which looks amazing. And the monorail is going to be coming through here from over in that direction somewhere. Passing this by, however, and going up here, however, probably my favorite part so far, a little city garden. Oh, I love it so much. And this building right here and this one shares this little garden where I replaced the window with a door. So the rest of the window is behind here still, but it's fine. Yeah, there's my farm that's not active yet. But yet another little place for a billboard right there. And if we just jump over here, give a few of you a little anxiety there, did I not? And we'll take back a step at the Perry building. Yeah, when I was designing it, it very much looked like a Perry the Platypus. So Perry the Platypus lives in there. And well, he doesn't have the hat anymore, so I guess it's just Perry. Or it's just the house. It's not Perry the house. But that's enough rambling, as we still have another train station to build and monorails to connect up. Before we can get the monorails in, however, we need to expand the road slightly. This should fit in about a single shulker box. So let's just start at the top and see if we have everything we already need. There's a good chance I already have all of this, because we don't need massive amounts. Didn't quite finish the shulker box, and I also need a few more tough walls. I know I'm going to need a bunch more tough as well for the next part, as I need it for the monorails too. And I have built this machine over here, which a future episode, I'll get back to it. But I'm using all of its tough supply. I don't feel bad about it. Nope, definitely not. All materials in here. Should have some gunpowder here, but just need to put one piece in there. Just gonna be sure. Yep. Okay, good. Go. The road bit I want to quickly add in is the one between the current road and the monorail factory. Making the path we already have wider and adding in our decorations. Much nicer running along this path instead of the 1 block thick one we had before. And there's also a little shortcut you can take here if you want to get straight to the monorail storage, which, oh, okay, less than I expected, but I guess it ran out of materials. So we need 12.5 stacks, which actually is not bad at all. Quickly just threw in the tough and deep state we needed, and it's time. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh, it's going. It's going. Okay, I want to see this. Oh, right. It's going to start with the supports. I think the lowest section of monorail is going to be over in this corner over here, and it should start building this up pretty fast. Oh, it's getting up here. We're going to see. Wait, where did I place the support here? Please don't go through my vault. I need all this charcoal. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, first support. Oh, there it goes. First monorails. Oh, okay, we need to fix that a little bit because I had to make it a little taller. Okay, it's continuing upwards. We're gonna see some soon here because this support is almost done. Ooh, got that one coming out. Okay, well, it's getting them in. There's one over there. Ooh, the one going through the starter base is in. Then there's one up there. Oh my god. Okay, well, it's gonna get all the curved ones in soon, hopefully. We just peek around the corner here. Yeah, it's building up another support over there. Oh, wait, I think it's doing curves. Wait, it just did a curve up there. Where are the rest of the curves? Oh, no. Do I have to do them manually? Oh, no. Why would it do one and not the rest? 1,000 years later. Okay, I have fixed it up and it's looking great. We don't have to talk about the fact that it's the most unrealistic monorail ever because monorails can't split tracks. It doesn't work with how they're built. They're not like trains, but they work like trains in the Create mod. And honestly, if I couldn't split tracks, I don't think I'd be using monorails because I would have to make loops everywhere and no, it would just be a pain. It would just be such a pain. But this is looking so good. I've tried to connect up every single monorail entrance that I have currently. So we got the andesite, we got the iron one. That goes over, connects into the lava area. Also, got one continuing in further into the stacks where I have rethought it and I'm not going to build up the train station yet because I simply just don't know where exactly it's going to go, and also I'm running out of time. But that rounds the starter base, comes around to the other side where we have the entrance into the monorail factory itself, goes through the starter base as well, and also into the residential area, and I guess most importantly actually over to the train station right in here. But to actually get the first monorail trains, cabins, whatever you want to call them, we need to upgrade the starter base a little bit. Not only do we need to supply lava to all of these blaze burners here so that I can actually use the levers and everything to power them up, I also need to start fixing my fluid walls down here so that I can make train casings because I need lava to make sturdy sheets. And we could do this via monorail, but I don't think I will because there's no good point to connect it to. So we're just gonna grab that. I guess we are gonna grab that as well because yeah, I'm probably gonna end up needing even more pipes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make them right now, and we'll sort out the power afterwards. Now let's see. So I have actually started thinking about the terrain, and it's going to make the lake about 3 times as deep as it is right now. So we need to go down a fair bit to actually make sure we go under it, because these shafts are definitely going to be way too high up now. Let's just see where they're... Okay, there's the pipe. I think actually we can take it straight from that. I'm not going to connect it up yet, because then we're going to spew lava all over the place. But we should just be able to go down. And obviously, most of the farms and stuff that needs lava, we will connect via the monorail. But the starter base, like I said, we're just gonna do a pipe. This should be good enough. Just connect these two where I've brought that up above the stone floor that we have. And yep, that connects up into a depot and a spout up there. And now we need to bring it, I think, over to that corner. Okay, I'm just having a little look around. And I think this would be the easiest input place. And then we'll just snake this over to the lava input over here. And I reckon the easiest way to actually do this is going to be just coming right above this pipe here. And it will just continue upwards. And now all I need to do is find the amount of pumps I need for this. This should be the last fluid pump it needs, I'm hoping, because we did increase the range to 64 blocks per pump, as the base 16 is very, very short. And we got that. I've rerouted the power just slightly. I'm guessing we're gonna have to reroute the rest eventually. But for now, I've just done this little portion just to make it that little lag friendlier and I guess resource friendlier, although it doesn't really matter considering we have infinite andesite. But all that we should need to do is add in this little pipe right up here, and hopefully that should transport lava over to the starter base. I guess there's only really one way to find out. If we're seeing lava in this right here, and we are. Yep, okay, but it works. If I were to flip this, will that blaze burner turn on? It will indeed. The ones in here? Oh, right, busy hands. Yeah, I'm using a mechanical arm in here to do it. And oh no, forgot about that. I think I'm gonna have to resort to something that I've never used before, and that's an adjustable chain gear shift, where if we replace, let's see, this one with that and then power that, it's now gonna half the speed of that, which actually sounds like it's working. Woo! Oh, it does. Yeah, it is working. I did try something else before I thought about this, but that's fantastic. Okay, first time. Glad to see I got a use for one of those. Now let's run some obsidian through right here, and it's not going to be the best setup, but at least we're going to be able to do it. That gets us 42 powdered obsidian. I'm going to try to process all of these, but I doubt that it will actually happen. Let's see, if we place that there, should do 8 of them. Oh, now it's just dropping them on the ground. Actually, that's pretty perfect. Oh, actually, we should be able to do this quite easily. Just a little tedious. I'm guessing there will be no issues processing this with the hydraulic press. Oh, we're gonna have to do it twice though. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, but it's fine. I'll keep shuffling them back and forth, and we're already getting some sheets. Perfect. 42 straight sheets. And while I was pressing up, I actually went and grabbed a material list real quick. This shouldn't be so hard to do. Let's get this crafted up. Didn't have any aged copper around, so I had to wait absolutely ages for that. But this is all of the materials. And well, here we have them. I did actually forget to fill the blaze burners, so I quickly go do that. Right over my little personal blaze spawner. I'm actually very surprised it filled the bottom layers because their copycats have been a little wonky, but it seems to be working great with these. So I'm very, very happy that I didn't have to do it by hand. Now we just have to address a slight issue that I can't access the blaze burner in the transport ones. Oh wait, I didn't do the roofs. Why didn't you do the roofs? Well, I'll get the blaze burners in and get this fixed up. 1 eternity later. Okay, I think I fixed all of them now. I just need to get back over there. We can actually assemble these now, and we're just gonna call it stam transport #1. Super simple, pretty boring name, but that should allow me to keep track on them. And this one will do stam passenger, and the final one, oh okay, will be stam fluid. Right, now to get these onto the tracks, let's start with this one right here. Maybe can I get into that? Whoop. I have noticed a little flaw with these. We'll get to that in a second. For now though, we can drive the first monorail in the city. Oh, it is exciting. Oh, we have to limit the speed though. We're just gonna go, actually we can just go forward. Again, not realistic, but oh, this is so much fun. We can go through here, see the graffiti on the side there. Oh, we are gonna go through this bridge. I'm actually going to add in a little like train crossing here, and it's gonna be really cool, but I guess we'll just have to back up, we'll get on the other side, and we'll head into the starter base. Because for now, I'm just gonna park this train up right here in the middle. I haven't set the train stations up, but I will do that in a little bit. For now, we can just kind of park right in the middle. All right, next one. And I should have grabbed a train schedule actually, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to drive this one out of here, because I have no good way of accessing the driving seat. Got the area cleared up now, and currently got the transport one parked right here in the andesite area, where we could actually check if it's lined up, which it is indeed. Nice. And then the other one is parked right in here. Obviously, this room needs to be tidied up and detailed, and we obviously need to be able to pump lava into the monorail, but that's a future problem. But even without that, it is crazy what we have done today. From building the city's first train station, building a monorail factory, expanding the residential area, and even adding in the first monorails. And I am so excited for what we're going to build in the future, because next up is fixing the terrain and more factories, of course. But that's all in the future. So thank you so very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.